All right, so far so good though. Thanks, Bill.
Yes, thank goodness. Let's get a check of the interstate conditions in Lexington.
A lot of people still on their way home from work. Conroy Delusion, his photographer, have fired up the LEX 18 mobile cam. They join us live with the latest, guys.
Good evening, guys. Well, we are heading north on I-75. We just went south all the way to exit mile marker 99, which is near the Madison County line, and now we're coming back up north toward Lexington. We're about to pass by the Athens-Boonesboro exit. The temperature reading here in the car is 35 degrees right now, and since we got in here about 4 o'clock, it's just been a steady rain the entire time. We've not seen any major issues on the interstate at this point. Cars been driving at a slower speed than normal because of the rain, but we haven't seen any major puddles or any standing water. We're going to continue traveling up north towards Georgetown to keep an eye on everything. And it appears that it is starting to change over in other parts surrounding Lexington, especially heading west, but we've not seen any of that yet. So we're going to keep an eye out on the roads, and we'll have another update for you coming up later. We're covering the news live in Lexington for the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
All right, Conroy, thanks. And now let's get a look at some of the road conditions in Lexington. Catherine Gardner continues our Storm Tracker weather coverage live on News Circle Road.
Well, good afternoon, guys. As we already know, we're at the beginning of 5 o'clock rush hour traffic here in Lexington, right here at East News Circle Road, Life Lane, and Wood Hill Drive intersection. And as you can tell, plenty of Lexingtonians are trying to get home to avoid that ice and snow that we're expecting. Currently, News Circle Road is just wet due to the mist and rain today, thanks to the temperature sitting right above the freezing point, like Bill mentioned. But LEX 18 meteorologists are expecting that rain to turn to ice for a brief moment once we hit 32 degrees, and then we'll have snowfall expected to follow. So if you do find yourself having to travel on these roads today, and they are slick later on this afternoon, make sure you decrease your speed and make sure that you leave plenty of room between the driver in front of you and the cars around you, just to avoid accidents. Covering the news in Lexington live from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you guys.
Traffic moving very well there, but let's see what it's like around the rest of the city right now. Angie Bevan joins us live from the LEX 18 Breaking News Desk.
Well, Nancy, we're keeping an eye on traffic cameras around Lexington and also any updates on collisions that are around town this evening. And right now, we're going to take a look at Harrodsburg Road at Pasadena Drive on Lexington's south side. This is a live look courtesy of the city of Lexington. And looking at that intersection, traffic actually seems to be maybe on the light side for this time of day. Of course, that's just right inside of New Circle Road at the double crossover diamond there. Typically rush hour, but it looks like with the roads wet, everyone is getting along okay. Now, as far as collisions around the city, we've got nothing to report right now. However, we do want to let you know that the Valley View Ferry is closed until further notice due to icy conditions there. And we'll have another live look at traffic cameras around Lexington coming up at 6. Back to you.
Well, drivers were out earlier today in Frankfort ahead of some sleet and rain. Lee Searcy continues our LEX 18 Storm Tracker team coverage in Frankfort.
Well, here in Franklin County, we have seen a cold rain most of the day, but as you can see in this live shot, it's actually snowing here in Frankfort. And just a little while ago, we saw a mixture of snow and sleet, but that only lasted for about 10 minutes or so. The roads are still very drivable. I checked in with local police, state police, and no problems to tell you about at this point. But we know the worst part is to come later this evening and overnight. Take a look. We can tell you that state and local road crews have been ready to move in, but with all the rain we've had, they've just been waiting to treat the roads. No point wasting salt when it will get washed away. The Franklin County Sheriff's Department moved deputies into SUVs, so they're ready to help with any drivers who may run into problems into the night and into tomorrow. Now, much of the day has been a waiting game, most people doing what they need to stay ahead of the storm.
I mean, if you know what's coming, duh, get you some gas or stay home, plan on staying home.
So again, it is actually snowing here in Frankfort. I talked to one of the troopers with Kentucky State Police. He told me that there are reports of very icy roads up 64 around Shelbyville in Shelby County. So if you're headed that way, please be careful. Of course, we'll bring you another live update coming up tonight at 6. We are covering the news live in Frankfort from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
Thanks, Lee. And how do things look in Boyle County? Connor McHugh is live in Danville with a check of the roads there.
Well, Nancy and Kevin, about 5 or 10 minutes ago, I would have told you something completely different. I would have said it's cold, it's rainy, it's not too bad. But literally in those last few minutes, it has started to change here. That rain, you can feel it has turned into sleet. The back of my neck has been getting stung and hit by the icy rain right now. We're on the south side of town, the south side of Danville, right off of the bypass. The roads here, up until now, it's just been rainy. The roads have been a little bit wet, but there hasn't been much puddling. Nothing has really iced over. Around town, the emergency manager tells us the rain hasn't been what they expected today. It's just been off and on here in town. Perryville has seen the most rain out of the county. But this is not what they're worried about. It's the next few hours that officials here in Boyle County will be watching very closely. They say once this temperature switch till about right now what we can feel, and when it keeps getting colder, when things start to ice over, that's when they're going to be watching things very closely. The emergency manager says they have trucks, they have salt, they have people ready, but it will get, from what they've been seeing and what they've been saying, it will get too cold for some of that salt to work. They say there's nothing to worry about, nothing to panic about. Do not set off the alarms. But their best suggestion is if you do not have to be on the roads tonight, do not go on them. If you do, just slow down and take your time. We're covering the news live from Boyle County from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
Yeah, so tricky. All that water on the roads, and then it's going to get covered by snow. We're also looking at the traffic conditions north of Lexington tonight.
Meteorologist Jill Swed joins us from Scott County to continue the Storm Tracker team coverage.
Hey there, Kevin and Nancy. We are up here in Scott County along I-75 northbound out here with the LEX 18 Storm Chaser. And we also have the Max Drag Live Doppler fired up here. And as you can see, we're starting to see some purple popping up across Scott County, indicating the mix of some rain, freezing rain, and sleet starting to mix in as that colder air is now starting to push into parts of the bluegrass. About 5-10 minutes ago, some sleet was starting to mix in. But outside right now, it is just brutal here in Scott County as we are dealing with a cold rain that is starting to puddle here across the rest stop here along I-75 northbound. But as you can see, the limited traffic that is out there at this hour seems to be moving along at a decent pace. The interstate is still wet at this time, but as temperatures continue to drop, of course, we're going to be dealing with the potential for a quick freeze as we continue to see the transition over to some freezing rain and sleet before eventually ending as snow. We'll continue to track the conditions up here in Scott County through the rest of the evening. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Too long now for that changeover. Thanks, Jill.
And Lexington officials say the city is prepared for this winter storm.
Hear from Mayor Jim Gray about the plans in place coming up in just a few minutes on LEX 18 News at 5.